right, let's push up towards them. Oh no, they're actually still coming.
Yeah, they're pushing towards us. Run, my boy.
When I can touch the Lord, can he rip his heart right out? He hurled it across
Oh, that's not gonna be enough. I need you to stun 13.
Red diamond,
Get in here. No, Vex. Come to the flushes. I'm out of mag. No.
Protect us to the end.
Oh, I'm a roll dodge up the steps even if it takes all my stam. You good? You good? Oh, come on.
They want my hairline.
Yeah, they do. What'd you do? Exist? I don't think they like that.
Yeah. Oh, shit, behind us too. Go up top, go up top.
I got DB. You got something?
I got leads.
Oh, this guy right here. I got him. He's X.
I got the kill.
Oh, that's BS. Oh, this guy?
Yeah.
Oh, let's go.
Oh,
No, you ruined the clip.
hey, he knocked me out. Ain't my fault.
Dang. Bro, let's go. Y'all don't want to see us with line of sight.
Dude, I have 2 separate garage shots.
Dang, I didn't give you that for rallying cry. Careful. We got siege out the front. Let's go to the back and keep if anything we need to tight. Okay. I got DB. Ready? Right here?
Yeah, I'm ready.
That one?
I'll try to heal ult.
Dang. Negate. Get out. We got rallying cry at least.
Who's the sorcerer? Who's the sorcerer?
Oh, I'm getting delayed. Okay.
Me too.
Oh, it's a freaking night blade. Oh, I ate that spec bow, but it did hit for 8K.
I have lead.
I got DB. Right there. That guy. Can we catch him?
Nah, he went stealth. Oh, they're all right here.
Oh, got him. Right there. Got him. He's X.
Kills me, kills another man.
I'm dead.
I got another one. I got another one off you.
All right.
I killed 3. I killed 3.
Good stuff. Get this one. Let's go.
He's dead too.
Get him. Clean him up. 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 Let's freaking go. Oh, it's not dying?
He's dead.
He's dead. Sheep the weapons on him. Sheep the weapons on him, baby. That's the moment we were waiting for, baby. One more? Do we need to finish it? Do we still need to finish it? I got a G-Tech. He's right here. Right there. I got DB on him. Ready? Oh, the negate. No way. Oh, 10K DB. Farm him. Farm him.
All of them. Oh, here.
They're coming back. Oh, no. Let's go!
The squad pulled up.
Squad pulled up. Let's go! Hello, gamers. It's Nyce, and I hope everyone trying to resurrect the Necromancer in ESO is having a nice day. Today, I am excited to finally bring you my Necromancer build for the Elder Scrolls Online. This is a build I'm very excited about, and I hope you guys enjoyed the opening clip. If you liked the video, please click like, and if you aren't, make sure you're subscribed already. So I want to talk to you guys about this Theorycraft, and like I said, it really excites me. It has so much tankiness, so much mitigation, dot pressure, burst pressure. It just has a little bit of everything, and it's why I've really been enjoying it. So I want to talk to you about the Theorycraft behind it. And first, let's go over the gear and try to get that out the way if we can. Nothing groundbreaking here. Oh my gosh, who would have thought that Master's Dual Wield was good? Actually, it received a nerf to its flat damage in that it scales more on your weapon and spell damage now instead of having a guaranteed flat damage. We are doing the Master's Perfected Maces on the front bar. I went with Nern trait and Sharpen trait. We went with the Poison glyph and Absorb Stamina glyph. Now, we have access to every status effect in the game on this build. Very, very good. So we have the Poison glyph for the poison status effect, of course, which actually got a change, and that it's now an execute dot, essentially. We have the Absorb Stamina enchantment because it's going to give us access to the Sundered status effect, and that is Minor Breach, so we're going to have access to Major and Minor Breach on this build. I found that Nern Sharp works really good, especially if you have Mortal Coil on the front bar, but feel free to go with Double Sharpened. The Master's Perfected Dual Wield is really, really good. Running Slashes, which is going to be our spam bowl, and the use of this weapon, it guarantees the Hemorrhage status effect. And Hemorrhage actually got a status effect change, which every status effect got buffed except for Burning, which took a 6% decrease, but everything else was buffed. So more details on that as we go throughout the build. But yeah. We're going to get 3 stacks of Hemorrhage with this, and it's really, really cool. A lot of pressure there. Nothing more to say for now. Rallying Cry. What a staple set. What a overloaded set. This is going to be a really good one. We have this on the back bar. It's going to give us 300 weapon and spell damage when we critically heal, but also 1,650 critical resistances. Spoiler alert, we have a lot of resistances on this build, and we have a lot of critical resistances on this build. The 2 through 4 is not all that for this build, but the crit chance does obviously help us get that crit heal. I went with the defending Ice Staff. The Ice Staff is going to help us have reduced block cost, which is super important on this build. I went with Escapist Poisons, 4 seconds of CC immunity, and we immobilize our opponent for 4 seconds. This is really good, but if I wasn't doing this, I would definitely do a weapon and spell damage glyph on the back bar, which will help boost our healing. Now, we have 1-piece monster set, and we're going with 1 mythic. So I have 1-piece Balorgh, and that's what I'm wearing in all the footage you see. But feel free to go with 1-piece magma. I feel like it's more stat dense. You get a lot of mag and stam recovery, which is really good. If you don't want to farm Balorgh, obviously War Chief is the same 1-piece, and you can buy it with your alliance points. The body set, Ethereal Ascension. This is a crafted set, so that means you can get it in any weight that you want, and that's a big deal. And this is why I like it over Pariah. So a line of armor, health, another line of armor, and 7377 armor. But there's a downside. Increases the cost of block, sprint, dodge, and break free by 20%. And I know what you're thinking. That's really scary. I thought it was really scary when I first looked at it, and so I started doing the math around it. And my buddy Is There No One Else put me onto the set like a long time ago, and I've been using it off and on ever since. That 20% really is mitigated by a lot of things. Things like the Imperial passive, I think it's the Red Diamond passive. Things like your light armor passive, your medium armor passive, your bonuses like, 3% block power per medium armor piece, sprint 1% there. Light armor is going to be essentially the same thing, but the biggest mitigation or counteract, if you will, for this set is this CP known as Survival Instincts. 25% cost reduction there to all core combat skills, which Ethereal Ascension is increasing. So I really think it's a big deal. It's actually not that bad at all, especially when you factor in armor bonuses. So I highly recommend this set, and I have my weights as follow: medium monster set here, heavy reinforced here, heavy reinforced here, light sturdy. Remember, you can do some well fitted and some sturdy to kind of offset the negatives as well, but I think the amount that I have right now is fine. We have a light waist here, sturdy medium hands here, reinforced heavy legs here, medium sturdy again. Remember, medium is block power, and then adding sturdy with that, we're more than offsetting the Ethereal Ascension negatives. And I've even found that roll dodge and actually doesn't feel that bad, and you can kind of see for yourself in the first clip. So I have 3 infused damage, Rallying Cry jewelry here, and of course on the back bar. And then we have 1-piece Death Dealer's Feet. Now this is something I've been doing lately, and it feels a lot better than 1-piece coil. I can't explain it, but my sustain feels better, the build feels better, and it could be because the more max health I get once I'm at max stats, that's more undeath value, and then the undeath vampire passive combined with Ethereal Ascension's tankiness and all the mitigation that we have on the build, and I'll try to detail that the best I can, but it just feels better. Now the thing is, I'm sitting at about 6k weapon and spell damage already without Serpent Coil, so with Serpent Coil, it's you can imagine, and then you have access to major berserk. So feel free to go with whichever one you want. I usually do 1 swift, 2 infused when I have coil, but you can just do 3 infused and be fine. Let's go take a look at our weapon and spell damage while we're in combat. So for Rallying Cry, we just need to get a heal on our back bar. You'll see that blue aura, and then our major sorcery activated. You see that we're at 5727 weapon and spell damage, which is really good, all things considered. And of course, it'll be even higher if you went with Serpent Coil, but we have great damage. And this is a good time to go ahead and go over the skills. So skills, front bar, deaden. This is a dot, and it's our source of major brutality, which is really good. It's a very strong dot. It actually scales very well, and it is buffed by the Necromancer's rapid rot passive of 10%. Next up, we have Quick Cloak. I love this skill. So not only do we have all this tankiness, 40k resistances, a lot of crit resistances, we have access to major evasion, which is a 20% mitigation to AoE damage, and it's a 30-second duration, which is superb for your sustain. Not only that, it's a small little dot pressure that goes around you that's going to activate your glyphs as well. And after activating, 4 seconds of major expedition, which is going to keep you mobile. Front bar, we have mortal coil. I'll detail this more when we get to CP, but this is actually a flex spot. You could actually go with deaden pain here, which is going to give you major protection after siphoning a corpse. But mortal coil is definitely a better skill, but the issue is it can sometimes get line of sighted while you're 1vx kiting around a rock or kiting in a tower. But it's a great heal over time, 3% healing done while we have it slotted, which is also going to boost its own heal, and it's going to be great for your sustain, 170 magic and stamina every 2 seconds. Next up is our spam bull. The master's dual wields rending slashes will hit very hard. What else can I say? It's bleed damage, adds another dot. Hemorrhage had a change where now it stacks up to 3 times. And also it is a snare to keep those opponents in melee range. Not much more to say there. Blast Bones got some changes. So the Mag Blast Bones, as you may know, did get changed to Gravelord Sacrifice. This is going to give you 20% dot damage, which is crazy because that 20% pairs with the Rapid Rot's 10%. And also, this morph is going to give you, the Mag morph is going to give you 20% damage to your class abilities, such as Scythe or Flame Skull or even the Pet. So do keep that in mind. I don't think I don't like it. I tried it. I just don't like it. I'm sure proc heavy Necromancer is going to be very gross with it, stacking a lot of dots and kind of playing an autopilot build, but that's not for me. And also remember, it will boost your Colossus. We went with the stamina morph, which is Blighted Blast Bones. Well, what changed with this? Well, they made it cheaper, and this is a good quality of life. I'll show that more in a second. It's really good because it still does the major defile, which is great. Reducing healing, especially in this meta, is great, but it now guarantees the disease status effect, which is minor defile. So we're gonna be really good. And as you see, that the cost just got reduced as we were sitting here. 800 stamina costs. 800 stamina costs, which is really, really good for our sustain. They did reduce the cost of it, so I really, really like it. And remember, both of the defiles had a change. They also affect damage shield strength, and Sorks are incredibly strong this patch, and this will also help you eat through Arcana shields as well. So do keep that in mind, but also keep in mind that minor vitality and major vitality affect shields as well, so they kind of offset each other. For the ultimate, we have Dawnbreaker. Nothing else to say there. 3% weapon damage for slotting it, and it's the only stun on our build. Summoner Armor, this makes everything cheaper, including those Blast Bones. Spirit Guardian, we have access to all this mitigation on our build, and we're also going to get another 10% here. Remember, mitigation is not additive, but yeah, getting another 10% mitigation here is actually good. And it's a tiny little heal over time, just a tiny one. Resolve, this is going to make our resistances higher, and it's our staple heal. Try to keep this up the best you can without, draining your stam. Resistant Flesh, I can't rave about this enough. We have crazy resistances, and this just makes it even better. Do not get deterred by the minor defile that you put on yourself, because remember, you have a whole passive to mitigate that. So while this may reduce your healing by 6%, you have this passive while you have a negative effect on you, your healing done is increased by 8%. So you really never see that negative, right? Now, the whole reason we have access to Ice Staff on the back bar is for access to elemental susceptibility. This skill is overtuned, it's free, it probably needs adjustments just because of the buffs to all status effects that happen. It's going to give burning, chilled, and concussion status effects. So this is why I said we have access to every status effect in the game, including minor magical steel, which you can proc from degen, if you will. But yeah, it's our source of major breach to pair with our minor breach that we're getting from our absorb stamina glyph on the front bar. Back bar, you have a couple different alt options. You can go with this, which is another 5% mitigation due to minor protection, and it's really good when you jump out a tower or different levels of elevation, and then use the undo to kind of fake out your opponents and buy time and get your resources back. You also have access to Goliath, which is a really good ultimate. It's a little bit more expensive, so guard is going to help you a little bit more quick, but if you can get this up, it's a lot of offensive pressure, and yeah, you typically don't die during this. Swarm of Scion kind of has the same effect, and that you get a lot bigger of a health pool, and a very good dot with Swarm and Scion. Look at that AoE dot around you. Not as tanky, but people underestimate what 10k max stats translates into for weapon and spell damage, and this will make your abilities hit really, really hard. Also, you reveal Nightblades in stealth, if I remember correctly. So yeah, I highly recommend that. CP, I will go over very quickly. Now, just as a reminder, I don't have the correct morph right now, but Deaden Pain is the flex spot over Mortal Coil. And what that's going to do is give you major protection on demand, and the duration of that is going to depend on how many corpses are on the ground. That also determines how long that heal over time exists. And the reason I bring that up is because if you take that morph, you can actually drop your Relentlessness CP, which is major protection, and go with something like celerity or whatever you want to add, you know, or you can keep both just to make sure you got a full uptime on that. We have survival instincts, which is mandatory because this is what helps offset that ethereal ascension, that 25% cost reduction. I think every PvP build should have this anyway. Pain's Refuge, 2% more mitigation per 2 negative effects, which is really good. And Slippery, I would not drop this. This helps your sustain so much. And that's gonna be it. I hope you guys enjoy everything. Hope you enjoyed the footage, and I'll be streaming this build a lot, so be sure to subscribe, as this is going to be probably my main build. I really hope you guys enjoy. Thank you so much, and peace.